So this is a question that I've gotten pretty often. How do you put project management work in a portfolio? So here it is. Every project that I complete, I create a recap slide deck. That deck talks about the company, the project, my role, and just like an overview of everything. Main reason I do this is to, one, showcase project manager skills. The fact that I'm able to recap what took place and then organize it and structure it in a way that anyone can understand what that project was, and then also be able to visualize it, showing whatever data and stuff that I want to kind of showcase. It shows like, oh, this is a special type of caliber of a project manager, because I do those type of things at work. I need to take information that's very big. I need to analyze it, synthesize it, and then regurgitate that information to other people, but not as heavy as it was presented to me. I need to be able to provide recaps and statuses of what happened. I need to create reports, plans, all type of stuff. So this portfolio, this recap deck is just a small glimpse of what I can do. Matter of fact, it's proof that I can do what I do. So I'm going to walk you through like a mock deck that I created for the last project that I just completed. So here are the first 4 slides in my recap deck. I have that title page that I just kind of gave a name of what that project was, and a quick little 1-sentence synopsis of this is the overview of the project that I completed from this time to this time or whatever. And I just want you to know that all the images that I used here are very generic images, and none of this is actual images and data from the project that I completed. About the company is where I would do a short little paragraph, just kind of telling them what the company is, what they do, or whatever, right? I honestly think that I took the company details from their actual like mission and vision statement. Anywho, neither here nor there. The challenge is pretty much like a question, right, that highlights what this project is about, why we're even pursuing this project, right? So just to give you an example, this specific project was the migration from one phone provider to another phone provider, right? And so the challenge is, how might we, change phone providers for over 100 plus different contact centers in the span of 5 years? That's just like a broad question. So, and it's, to me, it's a filler slide, but it just like, how might you do that? Like, how will you do that? We're going to answer it in the deck. Then the next thing is the actual problem. So what's the problem? Like, what problem needs to be solved? What problem is this project that you facilitated solving? For me, the problem here for this specific project was the fact that they wanted more agent productivity and ways to track it. So they needed some type of software that could help if they're migrating to a new type of system. And then they also needed something that was a little more remote and flexible, especially after the pandemic, with people having more telework and hybrid options. That was the problem. So you want to kind of highlight that. Nothing too crazy. Just keep it short, sweet, straight to the point. Then the solution. So what solution did you guys come up with for the problem? And so for the problem with this project, we came up with the software, which is what we're migrating to, the phone service we decided to migrate to. And then we came up with this reporting thing that's part of the software that helps you identify agent productivity, so you can go in and start intervention and stuff like that instead of when it's too late. So that solved the problem. Then the process is pretty much, well, how did you even do all of that? Like, how did you go from problem to solution? This is where I highlight the software development lifecycle, but you would pretty much be highlighting the process that you took in your project. So for us, we had our kickoff meetings with the clients. This is way after we initiated everything and did the discovery and stuff like that. Then we did our, analysis and design. After we got approval with the new design, we went into build. We did different types of testing. We provided training to the new people that are using the software. Then we officially did like the cutover, which was the migration, where we officially went from one phone provider to the next. Then we provided intensive support afterwards. And then that was literally the whole process of how we went from our challenge to our problem and solution and stuff like that. And this process was a rinse and repeat. I told you there were 100 plus different contact centers. So this process, I went through this multiple times for each contact center that we did the migration for. Then icing on the cake is where I say my role as the project manager, and I kind of highlight all the things that I did in this specific role for this specific project. And so now you as the interviewer, you as the manager, you as the person that are considering me for the role, you're looking at my portfolio and you're seeing all these different decks that showcase all these projects that I completed. It's showing you the software that I use. It's showing you the work that I did, the processes that I went through. And now you're getting a better understanding of this type of project manager, the work that they know how to do, the work that they can do, and whether or not there will be a good fit for what we're trying to do here on this project. So my portfolio, I created it on Google Sites, and I'll make another video of like the whole portfolio itself. But there's a section in the portfolio that says projects, and in that it has all these different decks. And I don't do every single one. I pick different ones so it could show the different type of projects that I completed, so they know like, oh, okay, she knows Agile. Oh, she's operated as a Scrum Master before. Oh, she does IT, you know, so they can see that. And they can get a full scope of like what I bring to the table. Hence why I don't waste time with take-home assignment. I don't waste time applying for jobs that I'm not interested in. The money is not right. Hence why when I'm in the interview, I'm really going deep into tell me about this project. Tell me about who I'm working with. Tell me about the software. Tell me about all this stuff. Because once I sign on and get on board, baby, I'm getting to work. And yes, the portfolio is valuable. I've had employers bring up the portfolio in my interview. Things that they would only know if they even look through the portfolio. And on my resume is in black and white, but in red and in bold, it's hyperlinked that says, click here to see my portfolio. That's by design. I want you to click it. And then bam, you're going to end up on a website with so much to offer that's like, wow, I need to talk to this person. So that's how my personality is able to shine in the interviews, because I'm not here to convince you that I can do the work. You already know that I can. So it's really good. Keep the questions coming.